you so much for choosing to spend your afternoon here with us. It's a real honour anytime I get asked to, perform or talk, and it's always lovely to know people want to come and hear, for their own benefit, but also, it's a generous thing to do to come and spend your time with someone, and it makes a writer feel very good that people want to hear what they have to say. I'm going to start by just talking about being a writer, and I just want to start by saying, I became a writer the moment I said I'm a writer. No one had to give me that validation. I didn't wait for anyone to recognize that. I just said it to myself, for myself, and to other people. And I encourage everyone, to do the same. If you are writing, you are a writer. You're not an aspiring writer. You're not a, wannabe writer. You're not an unpublished writer. It doesn't matter. You're a writer if you're writing. And if you're thinking about writing, you're probably a writer as well. So I grew up in London. I still live in London. But I came to university here in Brighton. I went to the University of Sussex. Did philosophy and English there. And just before university, so kind of at the end of high school, that's when I really started writing poetry. And I was writing really as a way of, I guess it was like a therapeutic tool for myself, so it would be about dealing with things that I was going through or that I've already been through, but kind of still were playing on my mind. So like my father being absent was always a big deal to me as a kid, and sometimes still is now. And being gay or questioning my sexuality as a child and teenager was something that writing really helped me to kind of get off my chest and kind of see from a bit of a distance and think about, and then eventually share with people my identity. But by the time I did get to university, I'd had quite a bit of experience performing around London. So then I came to university as a poet. I kind of arrived and said, "Hi, I'm Dean, I'm a poet." And that's how I introduced myself to people. And I just used to bounce around campus, and everyone knew I was this poet, and I loved doing any performance, anywhere, anytime, and that was me putting my stuff out there and relating to people, because it allows people to know something about you, and they have something to talk to you about because they've heard you do your poetry and you feel more approachable to them. And I think that's good to realise that you're on a journey as a writer, and you're never going to reach that final destination. It's just about just enjoying the journey and the process and keeping writing. I think if I hadn't published this book now, and then 3 years ago, and then someone had only approached me now to publish a book, most of the poems that are in this book wouldn't be in the book I'd be publishing today. Do you know what I mean? Some of them, have stood the test of time, and I still agree with them. One of them being this one I'll do actually, called Young, Black and Gay. My people are many and few, subdivisions of me and you, substantial people sometimes called subhuman, Negroes, faggots and all the utes them. Don't think your rights came overnight. So many people had to fight to gain anything like equality. We ain't there yet, but we're gonna be. Institutions instigate internal indignation. We brought up and betrayed by this nation. Isms and schisms of my Babylon home have held this king back from his throne. But you can fight the system from within. Yes, you can befriend sinners and still not sin. See me, I went to university. Not even the first in my family. I'm from a long line of scholars. Trace me back to Greece and Africa, through Cyprus and Jamaica. I don't write to be pretentious, but my vocab and vision leave you defenseless, trying hard to avoid the cliches. But everything worth saying's been said these days. I'm ironic, and yet I'm so on it. So if you want to test me, let me hear your phonics. I'm not a battle MC, I'm a community defender. Young, black and gay. You best remember.